You wake up every morning, go to work, eat your meals, pass by countless expressionless faces, and then one day, a chilling realization strikes you. You are not truly living, you are merely existing. Stability surrounds you, yet deep within your chest, your soul feels unbearably hollow. You look into the mirror and see a stranger staring back at you with aimless eyes and shoulders weighed down by an invisible burden. Then a single question echoes through your mind. When did I lose myself? Do not be afraid, because this is not a crisis unique to you. It is an awakening that has echoed across the centuries. Marcus Aurelius wrestled with the crushing weight of imperial power. Seneca confronted the relentless anxiety born from the fleeting nature of time. And Epictetus endured the chains of slavery before discovering the deepest form of freedom imaginable. Together, they left humanity with three uncompromising yet timeless laws: the mind, the body, and the heart. Today, we will not offer empty words of comfort or comforting illusions. Instead, prepare yourself to shatter the fragile shell that has kept you small, forge a will as sharp as steel, and rise anew from the ashes of who you once were. If you have the courage to face the truth, stay with me until the very end of this video, because the journey to reclaim the person you were always meant to be begins right now. Reclaiming the mind, mastering your focus. We are living through one of history's greatest paradoxes. Never before has humanity been so deeply connected, yet never before have individuals felt so isolated and fragmented. Every morning, before our feet even touch the floor, our hands instinctively reach for our phones. Within just a few minutes of scrolling, thousands of scattered pieces of information, sensational headlines, and carefully manufactured images of perfect lives, crafted by algorithms, flood our minds. We believe we are keeping up with the world, when in truth, the world is slowly stealing away the world within us. Marcus Aurelius, the great emperor of the Roman Empire, wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Yet if we honestly examine our own age, we have willingly surrendered that supreme power to lifeless machines. The mind, once a sovereign kingdom, the dwelling place of stillness and wisdom, has become a battlefield of chaos. It is torn apart by poisonous comparisons, invisible fears, and a relentless stream of psychological noise that never falls silent. When the mind is overflowing with digital waste, the inner voice, the one that guides your authentic self, slowly drowns in silence. That is why the first step on the Stoic path of rebirth is not changing your circumstances, it is reclaiming sovereignty over your own mind. 4 steps to restore order to your mind. To rescue the mind from the prison of distraction, Stoic philosophy does not offer empty slogans. It places in your hands a practical set of tools, sharp, disciplined, and uncompromising. 1. Detox your mind. Cultivate wisdom at its source. You cannot build a solid house on sinking ground, and you cannot build a meaningful life with a mind overflowing with mental clutter. Just as the body weakens when fed nothing but fast food, the soul slowly withers when every morning begins with the garbage of modern media. Here is the challenge that can change everything. 7 days of mental detox. For the first 30 minutes after waking each morning, do not touch the cold glow of a screen. Instead, dedicate those sacred moments to original wisdom. Read the works of great philosophers, study the lives of those who endured unimaginable hardship, or sharpen a skill that demands deep concentration and inner stillness. Do not call it reading, call it training a warrior, because when your mind exists in its purest state, it becomes either the sharpest weapon you possess to overcome adversity or the prison that condemns you to a life of mediocrity. Every unconscious swipe of the screen is a step backward. Every page of philosophy you absorb is another hammer blow that shatters the shell of ignorance. 2. Redefine your identity. Shift from what I want to who I am. Most people lose their way because they ask life the wrong questions. They whisper to themselves, I want more money. I want recognition. I want an easier life. But the Stoics understood something far more profound. Happiness is not a destination to possess. It is the natural consequence of living with virtue and strength of character. Stop asking what you want to have. Ask yourself a far deeper question. Who do you choose to become? When you say, I want to lose weight, or I want to work harder, your attention remains fixed on outcomes, things that are never completely within your control. But when you boldly declare, I am someone who honors my body, or I am the embodiment of discipline, your actions naturally begin to follow your identity. This is not merely changing habits, it is a revolution of identity itself. Write these words down, I am becoming, then finish the sentence, not with a distant dream waiting somewhere in the future, but with the character trait you choose to embody in this very moment. 3. Tear down the invisible walls. I'm not smart enough. It's too late to begin. I can't do this. Most people mistake these thoughts for objective truths about their lives. Stoic philosophy calls this assent, the foolish act of giving consent to fears that exist only because the mind has invented them. Your greatest enemy does not exist in the outside world. It lives inside the invisible walls you have built with your own rationalizations. The moment you stop believing the lies whispered by weakness is the moment your chains begin to fall away. Take a blank sheet of paper. Write down the 3 limiting beliefs that continue dragging you into the mud. Then confront them, destroy them with stronger declarations. Replace I don't have enough time with I am learning to prioritize what truly builds my life. Replace it's already too late with every breath I take is a new beginning. Every sentence rewritten with conviction becomes another hammer strike against the fortress of your former self, allowing the first rays of awakening to shine through the cracks. 4. The daily discipline of mental training. A warrior does not wait until the battlefield to sharpen his sword. Awareness is not a fleeting emotion that comes and goes. It is a discipline of steel that must be forged every single day. Every morning, write down 3 empowering thoughts and 3 mental traps that could pull you off course. Throughout the day, train yourself to catch negative thoughts the moment they arise, replacing them immediately with objective truth. Every evening, before falling asleep, ask yourself one honest question. Did my mind serve my growth today, or did it contribute to my decline? This is not naive positive thinking. It is not escaping reality. It is the posture of an inner sovereign, calm in the face of storms, clear-minded amid chaos, and completely unmoved by the noise of the world. When you become the ruler of your own mental kingdom, you will never again bow before fate, because the ultimate declaration of a Stoic soul is unwavering. This kingdom belongs to me, and no one but me has the right to rule it. The second pillar, reclaiming the body, forging the vessel of your will. We spend so much of our lives polishing outward illusions, status, prestige, and perfectly curated images on social media. Yet Stoic philosophy revealed a timeless truth thousands of years ago. Your body is the only temple that houses your soul, the only chariot capable of carrying you through this journey called life. No matter how brilliant the mind may be, it can never unleash its full potential if it is forced to dwell within a body that is exhausted, weakened, and devoid of vitality. Every dawn, as the alarm clock rings, millions of people begin their day with an exhausting internal battle. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who endured relentless wars and persistent illness, reminded himself each morning, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, "I have to go to work." As a human being, he did not rise because life was easy. He rose because discipline is the true nature of an unshakable soul. If you truly want to rebuild your life, do not begin with lofty ideas alone. Begin with the vessel that carries your soul, the place where your will is anchored, strengthened, and set ablaze. Transforming your body into an enduring instrument of strength requires conscious awareness in the smallest physical choices you make every single day. 1. The discipline of nutrition, choosing between fuel and self-destruction. Your body is not a dumping ground where anything can be thrown simply to satisfy a passing craving or a fleeting moment of laziness. Every bite you take is a vote cast for the person you will become. Rather than imprisoning yourself in harsh and unsustainable diets, strive for mindful nourishment. Before lifting your fork to any meal, ask yourself one powerful question. Will this bring me closer to the person I choose to become, or will it bind me even tighter to my former weakness? The moment you reclaim control over the plate before you, you begin reclaiming control over the course of your own life. Perfection is never the goal. Awareness in every small decision is. 2. Sleep is a sacred ritual of self-respect. Seneca once warned humanity with a painful truth. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Spending night after night, endlessly scrolling through short videos, trading precious hours of rest for cheap entertainment, is nothing less than stealing tomorrow's strength from yourself. No one builds a remarkable life or an unbreakable character with an exhausted mind and a clouded spirit. 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night is never a luxury, nor is it a sign of laziness. It is a sacred ritual of restoration. When the body rests deeply, the mind naturally becomes sharper, emotions settle into stillness, and the will is restored in its fullest strength. Guard your sleep the way a warrior carefully cleans and sharpens his sword before stepping onto the battlefield. 3. Movement is the liberation of buried pain. Sadness, anxiety, and anger do not exist only in your thoughts. They accumulate and settle within your body. When you remain motionless, negative emotions slowly become the cage that imprisons you. Epictetus, though physically disabled from an early age, taught his students that no great achievement is ever created overnight. So move your body every single day, even if only for 20 minutes. You do not need an expensive gym or sophisticated equipment. You need only genuine determination. Climb the stairs, perform a few squats, stretch your body, or immerse yourself in cold water. These actions are far more than physical exercise. They send a powerful message directly into your subconscious. I am still the one in command. Every drop of sweat that falls becomes a declaration of self-mastery. 4. Voluntary hardship, building resilience through chosen discomfort. The Stoic philosophers practiced a profound discipline known as voluntary hardship, deliberately embracing discomfort in order to strengthen the inner self. Seneca would occasionally choose to sleep on the bare ground and wear worn-out clothing, simply to remind himself that he could live independently of luxury and superficial comfort. Modern life constantly tempts us to indulge in immediate comfort, leaving us fragile at the first sign of adversity. Every time you choose the easy path, you quietly break a promise you made to yourself. But every time you choose challenge instead, drinking water instead of sugary beverages, taking a cold shower in the morning, or continuing your run even after your legs begin to ache, you are laying another stone in the foundation of unwavering faith in your own inner strength. Engrave this truth upon your heart as a lifelong declaration. This body is a sacred temple, and I am its faithful guardian. Do not negotiate with weakness. Stand tall and live in a way that is worthy of that sacred responsibility. 3. The third pillar, reclaiming the heart, awakening the invisible flame, when emptiness becomes the soul's cry for help. From the outside, your life may appear complete, a stable career, smooth relationships, and no obvious lack of material comfort. Yet why is it that when night falls and you are finally alone with yourself, an overwhelming emptiness rises from within and tightens around your chest? That feeling is not a sign of weakness, nor is it an illness. It is the desperate cry of a heart that has frozen after being wounded too many times. To protect ourselves from life's hardships, we unconsciously build towering walls around our hearts. We convince ourselves that this armor will shield us from pain, but therein lies the tragedy. The very walls built to keep out the storm also imprison the light, the joy, and our capacity to truly feel. Marcus Aurelius left us with a timeless reminder: be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm, and around it the seething waters are laid to rest. A strong heart is not one that has never been scarred. It is the heart that still dares to remain open to the world, even after it has been broken countless times. To reclaim the heart, then, is to tear down those walls of self-protection and allow the warm current of love, purpose, and humanity to flow once again. 3 Stoic keys to reawakening the heart. To heal the wounds hidden deep within and reignite the fire inside your chest, Stoic philosophy guides us through 3 profound inner transformations. 1. Embrace the silence. Rediscover the voice of your soul. We fear solitude. We fear silence. Because in silence, we are forced to hear the voices we have spent years trying to escape. We fill our days with endless distractions, temporary pleasures, and the constant noise of our phones simply to avoid meeting ourselves. Have the courage to sit alone. No phone, no music, no one around you. Within that profound silence, ask yourself 3 questions as sharp as a blade. If failure were impossible, what kind of life would you truly choose to live? What painful truth have you been deliberately refusing to face? When every light in the world goes out and no one is watching, who are you really? Do not panic if your chest tightens or your hands begin to tremble. That trembling is not weakness. It is undeniable proof that you are still alive. Your soul is still stirring, longing to be heard after years of being ignored. 2. The art of letting go, the key to inner freedom. The human heart often bends beneath the weight of resentment, regret, disappointment, and scars carried from the past. Epictetus offered a liberating truth. It is not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. That invisible burden is not who you truly are. It is merely a collection of old stories you continue to replay in your mind night after night. Over the next 30 days, choose to let go. Write down the name of someone you need to forgive, or write your own. Forgiveness is not granted because another person deserves peace. It is offered because you deserve peace more than anyone else. The moment you release that burden, you do not become weaker, you become lighter, like the wind itself. Forgiveness is the art of throwing away chains that no one has forced you to wear except your own attachment to the past. 3. Live with purpose, the power of service and connection. A heart without direction will wander endlessly through the fog of selfishness and isolation. The Stoics embraced a beautiful idea known as sympathia, the profound belief that every human soul is inseparably connected within one greater whole. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What is harmful to the hive is harmful to the bee." We were never born merely to exist for ourselves. The heart does not beat simply to sustain biological life. It beats to love, to give, to serve, to connect. You do not need to search for some grand mission hidden beyond the horizon. Purpose is built through the smallest sincere actions performed every single day. A simple act of kindness, a helping hand offered at the right moment, a warm smile shared with someone who is struggling to stay afloat. Remember this truth: a heart that gives will never become empty. Instead, it continues to expand, overflowing with strength, energy, and a resilience that no storm can ever destroy. These 3 principles, reclaim the mind, forge the body, and heal the heart, have never existed separately. Together, they form one complete circle of transformation. When you master your mind, you give your body a clear direction. When you strengthen your body through unwavering discipline, you build a heart capable of enduring any hardship. When you open your heart through compassion and purpose, you reignite the fire that keeps your mind clear and your spirit alive. If even one of these 3 pillars collapses, your evolution begins to stall. But when all 3 move together in harmony, you are no longer a lost soul drifting through life. You become a true warrior, calm in adversity, sharp in thought, and deeply compassionate toward others. Life will never wait for you to become perfect before offering happiness. Great transformation begins now, in the smallest choices you make each day. So stand tall, take one deep breath, feel the quiet flame burning within your chest, and take the very first step on the path that has always belonged to you. We me don't abrir.